up, man? Welcome back. Now, I know people sometimes get kind of like picky, man. You know what I mean? Once somebody shows up, you know what I mean, doing like a guitar show, and then they start making basses. They're like, man, this ain't about basses, man. This is about guitars, man. Why are you making basses, man? And then they, you know what I mean? Like, just like, let me talk about a pedal. Let me talk about this. Let me talk about this organ I found in the trash, man. You know what I mean? People start like, you know what I mean? I'm subscribing this motherfucker. Click this motherfucker out, man. I don't want to hear about organs and shit. I want to hear about guitars, man. Hey, man. The only reason I'm going to do this episode, man, is because it was like a godsend. And I just finished doing the TeleStar episode, man. You know what I mean? The Kauai Saga Part 1, right? I wasn't looking to do like TeleStar Saga Part 2, you know what I mean? But here I am, man. That very day I released it, man, I get a call from one of my, you know what I mean, my best friends. You seen him, man, on the Epiphone episode, man. The Epiphone Acubase of my brother, man. My brother Michael, man. And he said that he found, you know, some stuff in his, you know, attic. He's thrown it out. It's on the curb. And took some pictures of it. You know what I mean? Now with the corona, you know what I mean, in my household, I've had to seriously curtail my fucking trash picking, man. I'm a trash picker extraordinaire, man. But, you know what I mean? That's just limited. And also, I've been limited in, like, getting shit off Craigslist, man. Like guitars and stuff. So I'm really, like, prostrated right now, man. You know what I mean? But he showed me this picture of this amplifier, and I just did the TeleStar guitar, man. I was like, what? He found it in his attic, man. He said, yeah, my father, you know what I mean, got it in 68. He never really used it. He cut the power cable out of it. You know what I mean? He was trying to take the speaker out of it to put it in his car. Never bothered taking the speaker out of it, but he used the power cable for something else, man. We never, you know what I mean, did anything with it. We just, you know what I mean, we throw it away now. Ronnie was a good friend of mine, too, man. We talk about him all the time, man. He was the lead singer of the Derelicts, man. He was my bandmate, so there's all kinds of weird, convoluted history with this instrument, man. I couldn't believe that. And he was throwing it away. So I raced down here before anybody else picked the trash, man. Here it is right behind me, man. The M12, man, TeleStar, claims to be made in USA. It's all Japanese components, man. Look at that, boy, all the knobs. You know, look at that, man. Oh, all the knobs are there. Everything's intact, man, except you turn the bad boy around, no, man. The back plate's missing, man. Power cable missing. There's all kinds of hanging wire and shit. I'm gonna take the, you know, and flip you around and show you a little bit better, man. Now, old man Ronnie was like a Renaissance man in his own right. You know what I'm saying? He had his own tale, man. He actually ended up working at Bendix, man. I was bending dicks, Bobby. No, but he was a real smart guy, man. You know what I mean? He always tells a story about the lock washers that he never would sign off on. Rest your soul, Ronnie. I love you, man. So this amp of yours, I believe you stole it while you were working for MCA/Dan Electro in 1968. And I say that because I think LaBaz, you know what I mean, used you guys as a jobber. And I think that you and your brother Jimmy are working here, man, I think you stole this, man. Because I remember you telling me the story about wanting to put the guitar amp speaker in the back of your car, man. And you never did. You know what I mean? I believe this is probably it, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, Royer. So, I want to restore this amp to exact stock, man. I have some pictures off the internet. It'll be a quick one, folks. Looks like other than cut the cable out of here, and you know what I mean, and cut the speaker, you know what I mean, unsoldered the speaker, it looks like everything else is pretty much left undisturbed. This amp looks like a perfect Ronnie sort of thing, man. The only stain on it, man, is looks like he spilled a beer on here, man. It's like he's rested a can of beer on here, and it spilled over, man. Other than that, the thing is in gem mint condition, man. Like I said, man, the knobs, you know what I mean, the buttons, everything is like perfectly. Even that, you know, 1968 sparkle shit, man, is totally intact, man. It's clean. You know what I'm saying? This thing is like gorgeous, man. You can tell he just brought it home after stealing it from the factory. Took it apart. You know what I mean? Spill a little beer on it. Anyway, I know you, Ronnie. I love you, man. Rest in peace. So I'm restoring this stock, man, as it came out the factory, man, as he had it over his back. You know what I mean? I'm going to get the cable and everything and do a two-prong job. People, oh, no, three-prong, death cap, three-prong. Hey, look, man, I ain't playing this on, you know, in the stage of Woodstock in the rain, bro. You know what I mean? I'll probably plug it in for 10 minutes and like, you know what I mean, show you guys. And then just let it store there. But I want to make a back for it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to restore it exactly the way it looked, man. You know what I mean? Exactly the way. I got some pictures for you, man. So for that, you know what I mean? Let's check this shit out, man. Let's get straight with you. Hey, man. So I want to show you, this is some mint pictures I found off Reverb. This is like listed for $65, man. The shipping was about the same amount as the amp. This is like mint condition other than the fact that it's got like a polarity switch here. But it's almost exactly the same identical amplifier, man. In gem mint condition. You can see the back is covered with a piece of chipboard. And let me zoom in. Man, I got the card to see, man. And you can see that it's actually screwed in with some of those like octagon appliance screws, right? And this is just regular old, you know what I mean, like, you know, 1960s chipboard. I was using everything with appliance screws. Little hole in there. I can do that, man. There's the plug, just a regular white, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Two-prong cable coming out the bottom there. I mean, we can do this, right? You know what I'm saying? This is not, you know what I'm saying? Not brain surgery here. You know what I mean? It looks exactly like our amp. Now, the reason I'm telling you this was made by MCA Dan Electro with all those Japanese components inside there. That Japanese death cap. You know what I mean? This is another example of the amp, almost identical. And we look, it's got straight Dan Electro knobs on it. Let me zoom in, man. Remember that 1448 video, man? There are those knobs, man. That's straight Dan Electro knobs, man. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely an amplifier that my man Ronnie, 5-finger discount right out the back door. Probably why he didn't hold down the job very well. He had a 55 Chevy that needed a guitar amplifier speaker in the back, man. You know, more important than a job, paying minimum wage at the end of the street. Peace be with you, my brother Ronnie, Maurice LaBaz, MCA Dan Electro. Peace. All right, people. So now that we sort of have our eyes on the prize, we got to build our roadmap to get there, man. Found this old extension cable up in the attic. Had a bunch of these, you know what I mean? Back in the old days, you know what I mean? And eventually they sort of become obsolete. You know, I don't ever use these anymore, man. You know what I mean? This is probably from like the 60s. You know what I mean? I believe it belonged to my, you know what I mean, parents when they first got their own apartment. They probably bought a couple of these at Two Guys, man. You old people know what Two Guys is, man. Two Guys from Harrison, bruh. So, anyway, man, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. This is real long, too, man. I know this must be like an 8-foot, 10-foot cord, man. You know what I mean? It's perfect for that amp because I saw that the cable's pretty long, you know what I mean? Plus, I'll have a whole bunch of slack to leave in there to tie off a little knot, you know what I mean? So it doesn't come through, you know what I mean, the cabinet back. So, I actually made a video earlier about yellowing up old plastic, and somebody actually asked me, I believe, on the video, like, oh, man, how do you unyellow plastic? Well, you know what I mean? There's a couple different ways. One of the ways, I don't really want to totally unyellow this plastic because I want a little bit of age to it, but as you saw, the amp looks, you know what I mean, relatively new. So this looks like, you know what I mean, you know, like, you know, and this was the plug from the actual, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, Titanic, bro. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, whoa, what about that iceberg, the iceberg detector machine? Oh, Captain, let me borrow this cord, man. I want to use my laptop tonight in my little cabin, bro. Oh, that's okay. Thank you, Captain Smith. You're the best, man. That iceberg detector. Fuck that. You don't need that shit. Right? So this shit was brought up, you know what I mean, when they discovered the Titanic, man. It's old as hell, man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know, bring a little bit of life back to it. Got some bleach. I got an old Kegger cup, man. Just see one of these cups, man. I want to drink like 15 natural ices, man. Like college days. And I got a piece of, you know, that would probably kill me, man. That would probably kill me, man. Natural ice, man. 15 of them. 22 years ago, I would have been down with it, man. Here's a little piece of magic eraser. I'm going to put a little bit of, you know, bleach in there, and I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to wear these Burger King grade gloves. You know what I'm saying? You go to Burger King, motherfuckers got these on. They've been using them all afternoon. You see their thumbs all coming out of them. Let me take your order now. You know what I mean? You see his finger coming out of it. You know what I'm saying, man? It's really doing a lot of people good if you're wearing a little plastic bag in your hand with your finger sticking out, bruh. He's my hero, man. It's my hero, man. So let's get this, you know what I mean, cleaned up before I lose another subscriber. Gleaming white, man. Gleaming white, man. Whew. See, I didn't do this. You can see. You know, I mean, this phone doesn't really do it justice, but it's kind of almost like gray. A little tiny tinge of yellow, but you can tell it's an old cord. You know what I mean? But it looks nice now. This Ajax bleach, man, it's just strong as fucking hell, man. Old ShopRite sticker on there, man. Old ShopRite, man. ShopRite does it right, people. That Ajax is strong as hell. You just need like a teaspoon in that whole like half a keg cup, man. You know what I'm saying? After I was done, I took a old t-shirt, put some like warm water on it, dabbed a tiny little bit of mineral oil in the water, just to give a little, you know, suppleness back to this and to get, you know what I mean, the rest of that bleach off first. You know what I mean? You just go down with the water, then you do the water and the mineral oil. This thing feels like a brand new wire now. It's all soft and supple. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and while you're cleaning it, you know, it's tedious. You know, and it'll take a little while. It's a little patience. It'll tear up. You know what I mean? These magic erasers. You know what I mean? It'll rip them up. You know what I mean? Rip up those Burger King grade gloves too. But and it's worth it, man. So we got a nice clean cable here. We're gonna cut that top off there, and we're gonna start wiring it up, people. Let's wire ourselves, man. Out here in the garage. Now the first thing we're gonna want to do before we do anything is we're gonna want to make a back. See back here, all the way back in the back here, behind all the shovels and shit. There's this piece of old ass chipboard, man. You know what I'm saying? That's from way back. When the fuck? So I'm gonna try to excavate that guy. You know what I mean? I got like a good 30 years of shit to excavate to get back there. But I'm going to bring that downstairs and we're going to cut that back. Before we get all wired up, we want to be able to put that, you know what I mean, a back right on there. I got, you know, kids and shit, man. I don't want anybody sticking their hand in. Hey, I threw my toy in the back of this amp. You know what I'm saying, man? So, I'm a conscientious motherfucker. Let me get this out of here. All right. Got it, folks. So here we go, man. Big advocate of save every fucking thing, man. So take a look at that green, you know what I mean, on the chipboard on the back and on the front of it, you know what I mean. And we take a look at our actual old amplifier. And see that? And I used on one side, they actually used it to build a board, you know what I mean. And see, this is just turned the other way, the back side. You know what I mean? Just one material. So that wood is identical. So we're going to take the measurements of this. You know what I mean? Cut that guy exact. And then we're going to, you know, do these screw holes and do that little breathing hole in the middle, man. So let's get this guy cut to size, man. Let's size it on up. So that's about good enough, folks. Not perfect, but good enough. You know what I mean? We're going to put this side out because it's the dirty side. The other side's nice and clean. Not correct. You know what I mean? For an old 50-year-old amp. So let's drill out the holes for the screws. And then I'll come back. We're about to drill out this big hole. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you in a minute. Peace. You know what I mean? Cut. We got these little holes drilled here too. For the machine screws. So this is the bottom of the unit. This is the picture here of the unit in prime condition. As you see, this, you know, circle is about 1.5 inches, and it's right between these two circles right here. So we're going to draw, you know what I mean, a dot exactly right in the middle right here, and then we're going to drill a little hole there, and I'll see you in a second. I'll show you how I'm going to do this, folks. Now, generally I'd love to use like one of these, you know what I mean, a hole drill. This is 1 inch. Don't have one bigger than 1 inch here in the workshop. Feel like spending anything, love to put it here in the old drill press and be gone with it, but I can't. This is goes up to 1.5, man, but it's like one of those real old school deals, man. This thing is, oh my god. So I have it on the back side because it's a little bit, you know what I mean, weaselly. You gotta have a hole underneath it, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna do this slowly but surely. I'll see you in a minute. Very slowly and very surely. Oh. Alright, so there we go. We got the little piece. It's out. And now on to bigger and better things. I don't want any like mice getting in here. So I'm going to put a little piece of mesh down here. So I'm going to put you on pause and show you what I'm talking about. I cut a little piece of chicken wire. The correct size. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go paint this guy black. See you when I'm done with that. Peace. On one side. Fuck it. So this is the back side to face the electronics. Got a little glue gun heating up. I'm just going to run a bead of glue around here and stick this guy on here. And your black side facing out so no mice can get in here. This isn't your home, Mickey. Get the fuck out. See you when it's ready. There you go, people. Doesn't look that nice from this side. From this side, you know what I mean, with that black, you know what I mean, it'll be a black background. You're up here, you won't even see it, man. And no mice will get in there, man. So let's get to wiring this bad boy up. Let's wire it up. Now, I'm giving you a heads up, folks. If you don't know what you're doing electronics, you know what I mean, don't attempt this. You might kill yourself. So, on to the wiring phase. So, it looks like one end of the power wire goes here on this little terminal. You can see there's like a remnants of an old power cable there. And it looks like the other one goes here. See, right here. And this looks like Ronnie broke that piece because the, you know what I mean, light was all broken. I put a little dab of hot glue in there just to, you know what I mean, keep it from wobbling around. So I think that's where it goes, man. You know, and these speaker wires, pretty much you know where it goes because one of them fits to one and one fits the other. So let's get it soldered up and bring it outside and turn it on. You know what I mean? Always want to test the amp outside in case it explodes. You know what I mean? And we'll see what's up. So I'll see you outside. Test run. See if Bobby G knows what he's doing. Peace. I have a very small bit of progress. And that's after much turmoil. And that's this. Look, the light comes on. Yay. However, I had to replace the lamp. Here's the lamp. You know what I mean? It's an old GE E2 lamp. Neon lamp. Indicator lamp. I had to pull it out because I unfortunately broke the lead off of it, man. And I had to replace it. You see, it's got the old GE marking on it. Hey, man. Stable up, phone, man. You can do better than that. Make me proud. Come on, you're a big boy. See GE. This is E2 on it. 2E. This is an N2E. You know what I mean? Got these from the internet. These are made in Taiwan. Certified green too, man. There's also the A1A bulb. Just so you know, folks. So I got about 10 of them. Now I have enough neon bulbs for the rest of my life. Put one in there. Figured, you know, hey, it might work. Does not work. So we got it on now. We got the little light on. Figure maybe Ronnie put this, you know, out of the 55 Chevy for a reason. Right? Maybe he blew the speaker. So I got the multimeter hooked up. Better touch this little guy here, man. See that? Gives a real jump. So there's something going out to that speaker, but there's nothing coming out of it sound-wise. I think you're dead, man. I think you're dead to me. Picked this up at the swap meet. This has been in the parts pile for about 2 years now. And luckily, I have a Marshall speaker of that same size, just collecting dust in the corner of my basement. So I'm going to pull this guy out of here. You know what I mean? Unsolder this old dog. And give this guy, you know what I mean? Some good guts. You know what I'm saying? Peace. There it is, man. Shit works. What's up, kid? That's incredible. Plugged it in. Got sound out of it. So now let's properly solder this guy up. Put these nuts on the speaker so it doesn't fall off. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose your nuts, bruh. Bruzettes. Plus we got a, you know what I mean, a beautiful broken speaker for our collection. Isn't that nice? Isn't that special? And an empty Marshall Practice amp cab. Isn't that great? It's like a giving time, people. Let's solder this guy up, get it screwed up, and I'll see you in a minute. So now it's time for the finishing touches, people. Now that we're all soldered up, man. So let's look at this reference picture once a millionth time again. See, it's a little notch coming out here. That would be approximately like right here, I guess. Let's cut a little notch. Cut a little notch for this cable, man. We can't just have it flapping around like this. Like a fucking fool. See you in a minute. Here we go, folks. I used the rat tail file. Cut a proper notch in the back here. You know what I'm saying? I tied a knot in the power cord. You know what I mean? Right to, you know, go behind the back here so you can't pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Those electronics are kind of precarious. So let's set this up and I'll be right back. It's great. Great, great, great. So I saw in the picture here, it's got these sort of stop sign headed octagon screws. I got a bunch of them, man. I don't know if they're octagons, are they? Looks like it. Anyway, let's put them in there, man. Give you some glamour shots. See how the fucking thing sounds. Send you on your way. Happy day. Happy Amp Month. So look at that, folks. Something beautiful for you. You know what I mean? Something correct. The M12, man. And it's got a much longer cable than it ever should have. But it's the correct cable looking. Anyway. It's got the look, man. Look at that back, man. This just looks fucking perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? No rats can get inside there. You know what I mean? Haha! Can't get in there, Donald. Help me out. So anyway, you know what I mean? I can babble on all day. Let's get a real quick, like a sound test on it. And then like another sound test. And then I'll send you on your way. Alright, folks. So here we are. Got it all warmed up. Got the LTD once again. So... turn up this treble just a little bit here. Treble. Doesn't really make too much of a difference, does it? So the real folks here want to know about this tremolo, man. Let's see here. Fire is it? At all, that knob. Let's see what this other knob does here. Oh yes. Very nice, folks. Very nice. Well, let's get a better quiet amp though, huh? I'll give you one more little view and I'll send you on your way. Peace be with you, my friends. Thank you for bearing with me, folks. We got the TeleStar M12 fired up over here. We got the tremolo rocking, man. I can hear it tremoloing out. That sounds good, man. It is. That's not bad, man. Sounds kind of like a Marshall. Hybrid, man. It's Frankenstein, man. Frankenstein amp. From the late 60s, I'm saying, man. Cool, man. Now I don't hardly know her, but I think I can love her. I'm getting closer, over and over again. Turning to it for real thing. What a beautiful feeling, yeah. Tommy James, wash your hands, look after yourself, wash your hands, peace be with you, peace be with you.